Welcome back. Talking to you about smarter savings here in the new year. As we said at the top of the show, if you're just joining us, a lot of us out there, our paychecks didn't make us happy over the last couple of weeks with a little bit more tax being taken out. So we're looking for those opportunities to save money. We just talked with Rebate, senior editor for Retail Me Not. We've got Joni Meyer-Crothers here with us. She was the extreme couponing winner on TLC. And how long ago has that been?
About a year and a half
this
now.
A year and a half ago,
yeah.
But you have just been, it's just been gangbusters since that moment for you doing interviews, talking with Christian Brown here at our station. And I told her earlier this week, I said, I've got to get a hold of Joni. What's the number? What's the number? Because we got to do this topic on Roundtable. We said we were going to do tips and tricks on how to really, if you're sitting out there this morning, this afternoon, whenever you're watching, maybe online, trying to save money for yourself. And you put together a list for us. I want to go through those and just kind of bullet point at each tip and trick and then have you talk a little bit about it. The first one you gave us is you said use coupons or at least buy only items on sale each week. Is that easy to do? Is it possible?
It's very easy to do, and a lot of people say I don't have time to use coupons. So then if you just look at the sales circular and buy what's on sale that week and then plan your meals around that. For example, meat is on sale every week, at least one of the meats, either chicken, hamburger. So if you just plan your
No matter what store you go to, you're saying. Okay.
Exactly. There's one or two kinds of meat. So if you just plan your meals around that meat for that week, if you just shop weekly, you're going to save 25% instantly.
Instead of driving yourself nuts as a dad or a mom and thinking, okay, I've got to have spaghetti with the hamburger,
right.
I've got to have chicken sometime. If those two aren't on sale the same week, plan all your meals around chicken or something.
Exactly, exactly. Or another thing that's smart that I tell people to do is if you can figure out what your family eats or uses in meat for a month, when the meat's on sale, buy one, get one free. Get what you think your family would use for the month, and then you still have a wide variety. You're not eating chicken that entire week. You're eating all different kinds of meats.
And the other thing you pointed out with that point, which was our second point today, you said, keep in mind, folks, meat can be frozen up to a year.
Right.
If you got a good freezer.
Exactly, and people don't realize that even if you don't have a good freezer, really for 6 months.
Yeah.
So, I mean, another thing people don't know is most meat markets, because they sell fresh meat, the day before a holiday, if you go into a meat market an hour before they close, they're going to sell their meat between 75 and 90% off.
No kidding.
Yeah, most people don't know that. So now, before holiday, everybody's going to be in there.
Another great tip right there. I hope you're writing down there at home. Stockpile when items are free, cheap, so you'd never have to pay full retail again.
And on my blog, I list all the free to cheap items, and that's what Christian uses on the Super Saving Monday. And a lot of times there's items that are totally free, 100% free. Toothpaste that retails at $6, that with the sale and a coupon, it's free. So if you know what your family's going to use in a year's time, toothpaste is good for 2 years.
Right.
Get what your family uses for the year. Even if it's one tube, that's $72 you just saved on one item.
You know, do you think there are other markets that are so lucky to have somebody like you doing these tips and tricks? No, I mean, Super Saving Monday has become so popular here at our station and such a great asset for us to give to people. But, I mean, you think about the big cities, people are looking to save money. It doesn't matter where you live, right?
Exactly, exactly. I don't know. For me, I just think it's fun. And then to hear the stories, or if you're at the grocery store and somebody's like, I'm saving money, I follow your blog. I mean, it's exciting to see other people are excited to save and to share their leftovers with the community.
Let's hit a couple of more of these tips out there. Use clipping services so you can get multiple coupons. Retail Me Not one of those?
Retail Me Not is one of those, and then there's also clipping services that are actually the manufacturer's coupon. So if you don't want to buy multiple papers because they are $2.50, you can actually just order the coupon themselves and pay a handling fee. It's usually between 4 and 8 cents, a lot cheaper than a newspaper. You can buy multiple, get multiple things to stockpile.
Don't like to clip coupons, you say. There are 2 new phone apps out there that are like rebate programs that give you cash back.
They're awesome. Just in the last 2 months, I've been working with both of them, trying them out. And you don't have to clip coupons. It's like a rebate. You go to the store, you purchase the product, and then you just have to take a picture of your coupon on your smartphone, or of the receipt, and then it puts money into your PayPal account or you can ask for a check to be sent.
All right, I'm lost. Explain that again. Explain it again.
So Kellogg's is a big one on the one app.
Okay.
So I can go, I look at my app, and there's usually like 40 different things that I can purchase and get cash back on.
Okay.
So I go to the store, I do my normal shop and buy those. When I come home, I take a picture of my receipt of the items that I purchased.
After you get home.
After you get home, or if you're like me the first time, you were so excited to do it in the car to see if it really works. And you take a picture, and within 2 hours, the money's uploaded into your PayPal account. Yeah.
How about that?
No clipping coupons.
And where do you find those again?
Both are on my blog too. They're called Endorse and Ibotta.
Okay.
But you can go through the blog, and I have it broken down so it does explain exactly how to use it. So easy. Most people will average between $10 and $20 a week using the apps.
If you want to see that blog, that once again is freetastegood.com. That's where you go for that. If you purchase items online, use a site that'll give you cash back. What does that mean?
The online sites, like at Christmas time, I always purchase a lot of my stuff online. There's different programs that will give you cash back for purchasing, and you're actually purchasing from like Kohl's, Toys R Us, the original site, but you have to take one extra step to go to their site first.
Okay.
Last year alone, I got $2,500 in cash back.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Now, why did they pay you back?
I'm trying to figure that out too, everyone, but I don't want to ask too many questions. No.
Yeah, let's not ruin it for everybody.
They said because they get a kickback from the different companies, the stores, so they can offer the cash back to us. But sometimes it's upwards of 80%. No
kidding.
So
obviously a good one to have on the back of the mind when you're doing that. Another one, buy out of season. You could save, well, you tell us how much you can save.
I usually save about 90%. Last year I bought my kids North Face coats. They're usually $200. I got them for $25. Used the online site that I got cash back. They were $18.95.
And you bought them like during the summer?
I bought them in February, so they were brand new North Face coats. Came with the, the receipt, the ticket, everything.
Right.
So if you buy out of season, you can kind of project what your kids are going to wear. And you can save upwards of 90%.
Does that go the same for decorations, that kind of thing?
Exactly, yeah. My husband said I can't buy any more Christmas trees. I think I have 8 now. I'm like, but I saved 90%.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, January is my favorite month of the year. Follow a money-saving blog, i.e. yours, that does all the work for you. Talk about how are you in your mind saying, that's something right there I think people would really use?
For me, for all the grocery shopping matchups that I do, I'm only going to list products that I would pay that price for. So I could go through the whole ad and match them up, but if I'm not going to pay that, I don't think that's fair for me to tell my readers this is a good deal, because it's on sale, but it doesn't mean it's a good deal. So I'm matching up, telling you where to get the coupon, if it's a printable coupon, what's the best deal, how to do it. And then I find items like, coats, toys and things like that. And most of the things I'm going to list are going to be at least 50% or lower. And then I just put them up there, and some people like the deal, some people don't. But
you know the one I skipped over, and you and I were talking about it before we came out here, because my wife is great at it, is buying gift cards and getting the fuel points back. Now, it's tedious. I got to tell people, it's tedious to do it, but and usually the cashiers look at you like you're crazy when you pull out like 25 gift cards, but it works.
It works. And the great thing was at Christmas time, Kroger's was given 4 times the fuel perks back. So if you buy a $50 gift card, you'll always get 10 cents back for up to 30 gallons.
And honestly, they've been around we're not reinventing the wheel, but for people who have not done this, you can go to some of these grocery stores and see a whole litany of stores where you have to pre-think, I want to go buy a new hammer at Lowe's.
Right.
I'm just putting that out there. Not that you would buy a gift card, but honestly, you should.
Right.
So you think to yourself, you have to think a step forward. That's all you're saying.
Exactly. And it really isn't that hard. Like at Christmas time, we did it, and with the quadruple gas perks, we actually ended up with, we didn't have to fill our tank. We got 18 free fill-ups.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you do it? I mean, it's a money-saving thing.
In our last couple of minutes, you want people to take their savings and donate.
I'm so big on that, we can't, we're too wealthy of a country to let our brothers and sisters go without. And with couponing, it's an easy way to give back. I challenge everybody, 5 items a week. On my blog, I'm listing between 30 and 35 items a week. Yeah. So if you're already going to the store, pick up 5 items, donate them. It doesn't matter who you donate it to, just give back to the community. We can make a difference.
In March, you've got a book coming out. In February, yes. You've got a publicity. Joni, you've got a publicity tour. Has anybody told you that yet? Next month, you are going to be hitting all of New York, talking to, once again, Good Morning America, and talking about this book. Extreme couponing. What are people going to learn when they go out and get that book? And don't ruin it for them. They need to get it.
Step by step, how to use the coupons, you know, how to maximize it. If you want to spend a little bit of time, if you want to spend a whole bunch of time. And then our very last chapter, again, is about giving back, that we have to give back. But it's exciting. It's truly nothing to do with me. All the glory goes to God. I'm just being used as an instrument.
This thing you're doing, I don't see any end in sight for it. Obviously, it is needed no matter where the economy is. Do you feel the same way?
I feel the same way, and I think once people learn how to save money, you start thinking, why did I ever pay full price for this? And it is. It's exciting to think, you know, I'm saving money and now I can put that money to something else.
Do you think you're stating the obvious, or do you think it's just things that people don't think about? Or maybe are too busy to think about?
I think people think it takes too much time, but I think if somebody would just give it 1 week and try it, they would think, okay, well, it really doesn't take that much time. So I think it's more, you know, that sense that, oh, it just takes too much time. You just predetermine that, but just a few little tips like the cards.
Yeah, I know you've already written the book, but maybe you could have had a chapter saying, chapter 1, stating the obvious, chapter 2, no duh.
Exactly.
You know, figuring out the fact that I could have done this all along. Joni, thank you so much for spending some time with us. Good luck to you on that book tour. Man, that is exciting. And of course, we want to thank our guest, Trey Bodge, who joined us as well from the Big Apple. Stay right there. We wrap things up for this edition of Roundtable right after this.